Welcome to 3 News Plus. My name is Alexis Green, and joining me is singer-songwriter Tamara Gamez.
Hi.
Welcome to 3 News Plus. How are you doing today?
Good. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, thank you. You know, Tamara is a local girl, born and raised here in Corpus Christi. Now you live in San Antonio, but let's take it back to the beginnings. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm a music producer and performing artist, writer, and I grew up in Corpus Christi. Went to high school with you. I mean, we're good friends in the cheerleading squad together, so we go way back. And so music has always been my passion. And so when I got out of high school, I spent a few years playing in some bands, and then we decided to move to Philadelphia for 4 years. And so
I forgot about that.
I pursued my music career in Philadelphia. Didn't quite work out, so I ended up moving back to Texas in 2020. Beginning of the pandemic, and that's when I met my husband. And well, I didn't meet him there, but we got together in 2020, and that's when I moved in with him in San Antonio. And so at that point is when I started my solo career. So
that was big. That was definitely a pivoting point.
It was a huge step because I had that comfort blanket of working with a band, and so now this was just all me. And so I started working with my producer, Dorian Grace, in Austin. So I spent about 2 years traveling back and forth between San Antonio and Austin to finish my debut solo album. And that was kind of the genesis of everything. And actually my album name is Genesis. And to me, it's really funny because today marks the 3rd year anniversary of its release.
Yes, Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. That is funny how things work. Like you said, you've always been a musician. I can attest to that. You've always been really creative. Tell us a little bit about those early days here in Corpus Christi. Did you ever perform at any of our venues? House of Rock?
House of Rock.
I knew it.
Obviously, House of Rock. Surf Club a couple of times. Riches. There's a couple other bars that aren't here anymore, but I mean, we played everywhere you could play here. You know, everything's switched up now. Every time I come back to the city, there's always something new. So
there's a great music scene.
A great music scene, but I feel like our style of music then was kind of like pop punk, and so I feel like we didn't really fit in that well here. I feel like Texas has like a huge, especially Corpus, country music scene, and then it goes all the way to the extreme to like metal. Yeah. So we were
There's no middle.
We were like somewhere in between. So I feel like we didn't really have a good footing here. That's why we wanted to try Philly, but it was fun. It was fun playing with those guys, and it was a good learning experience. But I definitely wanted to venture off and do my own thing, which with my music, I like to do a lot of different genres, from pop to grunge, alternative. Synthwave, so it's fun to just be able to be creative in a lot of different ways.
Speaking of being creative, lately, so you went solo, but then now you wear many hats. You just produced a small movie. Tell us about that. But you were all of it: the writer, the producer, the cast, the director. Talk about that.
Yeah. So the video and song is called Toy Chest, and so my original thought was to just have a normal music video, and so I started writing the script for it, and I was so intrigued by it that I wanted to elaborate off of the story. And so, you know, the gears started turning, and all of a sudden, just like overnight, it turned into a short film. So the next day I called my DP and I said, hey, I know we're planning on just shooting a music video, but how do you feel about short film? And he was like, let's go, let's do it. And so from then he hooked me up with a couple of actors, so I was casting director. So all of this was planned within like a month and a half.
It's very impressive.
So it was like super quick, and this is my first time ever doing anything with film. And you know, being an artist, being a creative, it was nice to just do something else creatively. So.
And it was well received. I hear that you just went off to LA and won an award for your very first short film. Talk about that.
So it's called the Thespian Cinema Fest in LA, California, and I won Best Actress and Best Hair, Makeup, and Wardrobe for it.
Wow. And that is something you've always been really big into, is the wardrobe side of things. So it's fun to be your own creative director.
Well, I have like a very keen eye to detail, and so everything about the set, the wardrobe, hair, makeup, everything, you know, it had to be like spot on. So I feel like that one definitely was well deserved. So.
That's exciting. And talk about more about Toy Chest. For those who haven't seen it, what is the storyline? Don't give it all away because we do want people to stream it, but tell us what Toy Chest is.
Yeah, so like a basic synopsis is that a group of people arrive at this mysterious mansion, and they don't know why they're summoned there, but it ends up being a morality test for these people. So
I like it already.
Me and my co-star Xavier, we kind of play this like, he plays like an angel devil role, so to speak, and I play this, I guess, his assistant, and we're basically putting everybody to the test. We give them all these trials to see if they pass or fail, and it's just a really cool concept. And the actors did just a phenomenal job, and yeah, it's just like the whole thing is just so cinematic and beautiful.
I can't wait. Yeah, I want to watch more of it. And so that reminds me, I remember your first music video. Remind me what it was.
Ritalin?
No. It was, it's black and white?
I have so many.
I remember the very first one. Yes,
Halloween.
Okay, come on. I'm a Halloween fan, so whenever Tamara released that, I was glued. And it was, to me, it was one of your first that I had seen, so I just thought it was the most amazing thing ever.
I loved it. You know why I didn't think about that? Because it wasn't on the album.
Gotcha.
So I wasn't really considering
You're like, what are you
that.
talking about? Yeah.
Really? You're talking about Ritalin? No.
Yes, this was like a
Halloween.
single, right?
This one was before I even released anything. It was the first one.
Yeah.
And so my producer Dorian Grace actually filmed that one, which he films most of my videos. And this time around, we wanted to hire someone else. So that's when we called Ken Eric, the DP for Toy Chests. So I plan on doing a lot more with him because he's fabulous. So,
great. So you've got this short film out. You told me you're working on completing the album. What is the goal? And then kind of what you're doing right now is just promoting it and getting it out there.
So I'm entering a lot of more festivals, and hopefully it'll get more recognition. And I really want to just push this as hard as I can, and at the same time I'm trying to finish my next solo album. And so it's a lot of work because I think it's going to be a long one. I feel like it's going to be like 12 to 15 songs on there. I might have to cut it down.
It's Taylor Swift.
I know.
How many songs can Tamara put on one album?
I know. It's like, am I going to do a short film for each one? Am I going to make it like a concept album? But my goal is to finish the album, have it released early next year, and hopefully accompany it with another short film to really push the launch of that.
So a lot of people who grew up with you in Corpus have been following your music career. How does that feel to know that they're still with you now and to see what you're creating?
They're so supportive. I get messages all the time from people here, and I just, Corpus, it's kind of a small town, tight-knit community, and the people here have always been so kind and supportive, and I always love coming back here and just, receiving all of that love and attention, and so it just makes me feel amped to just keep pushing forward. So,
and that leads me to asking, what advice would you give to a coastal bend or aspiring singer-songwriter who wants to bust out of the envelope and do what you're doing?
I would say try to work with as many people as possible. It's really good to work with other artists, multiple producers, just stay connected in the community, get yourself out there. I would say also to people tend to be stuck in their own comfort zone. Like say if you're an artist with a specific genre, try writing in some other genres because you never know where it could lead and it inspires other things. Because my first album, I have like a myriad of genres that I was writing, and we kind of did that on purpose because I kind of wanted to throw everything at the wall to see what stuck, sort of, and figured out that the grunge and the rock alternative side is what people are responding
it sells.
to. Mm-hmm. So yeah, the advice I would give somebody is just to keep pushing, keep working with people, and
be yourself. I'd say that's what you've always done, is your authentic self.
Yourself. Exactly.
Would you have any advice, any tips that so obviously your visuals, they draw people in, but any other advice, social media, what should people be doing to really get their name out there, get their work out there?
Social media is a huge aspect to a person's career, and that's something that I am trying to to grow myself, because I don't have a huge following, but I mean, that's how everyone sees you nowadays. If they're trying to do anything, any sort of creative route, is to grow your following on social media.
If people want to listen or watch, how can they connect with you?
So I have a website, tamaragamez.com, that has all of my material on there, all the videos, everything, and you can find me on Spotify, Instagram. I'm on all the streaming platforms. I'm on YouTube, and on Instagram, you just type my name, Tamara Gamez. The album, and then also I'm just going to keep entering Toy Chest into a lot of film festivals, and hopefully it'll get more recognition. And I don't know, maybe film is something that I definitely want to venture into, because I don't know.
You're good at it.
I think I have like a natural, this was my first time ever doing it, and I just had the best time. It was so much fun.
You're reminding me of a project we had to do in high school where you did write a script and we acted it out.
Wasn't that for like, oh my gosh, that was for one of our science classes.
Yeah, so you've been writing
and
scripts.
And you were a reporter.
That's a really weird full circle moment.
Oh my gosh,
you
I
wrote
just
a script
that.
and you made me the TV news reporter.
Yes.
That is.
So I guess this wasn't my first. That's hilarious, Lexus.
That's great.
I gotta find that video.
I know
somewhere.
you do. Please, somewhere on YouTube. Maybe I don't want to see it, but you send it to me.
It was for our physics class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that was
too
great.
funny.
That's funny.
Well, thank you, Tamara, for joining us.
Thank you so
it was really
much.
great to connect. Like I said, I'm one of those fans who's followed along from the beginning to now, and so to see Toy Chest, and I hope to see it a lot more for sure. Thank you for joining us on
Thank
3
you.
News and 3 News Plus.